What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Arie. Welcome back to another Late Nights with Arie. Welcome back to another podcast. I'm your host, Arie Moore, the Arie Moore, and I'm back. Woo, y'all. It's been like 3 weeks since I did my intro, y'all. It took me a little Christmas break. Actually, I took a break from work, then a Christmas break, and then a New Year's break because your girl was being lazy, y'all. If you take more than 2 days off, I'm telling you, you got to get back into the groove. And I got to get back into the groove. But y'all, welcome back to motherfucking Naughty Tuesdays. Hey, y'all, we are on season 2. Turn up. I'm super excited. But yeah, as y'all can see, I got a guess. You looking good in this orange. That's like a burnt orange.
Yeah, burnt orange, man.
Did you wear that to teach?
No.
I was about to say, dang, I bet the kids are down there like, I look good.
I make sure, the kids love seeing, the difference in my dress attire.
Right.
So it's something that I definitely
What do you teach?
My class is called Class 100.
Oh, you know what? We skipped something. Introduce yourself. They're going to be like, who is this guy? Sorry, because I get distracted so quick.
It's all good, man. I'm Fonz, F-O-N-Z, Fonz Brown on Facebook, 502 Fonz on Instagram, man. So I'm glad to be here, man. I see you doing your thing.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
The opportunity to sit and chop it up.
No problem. I got so many questions, but first we're going to just kind of like jump back into what it is that you do as far as teaching.
Which I have a different type of class, man. Like
Okay.
I mentor over at Shawnee High School.
Oh, my mom went to Shawnee.
Yeah, so a lot of those youngins over there need guidance. You know what I'm saying? They are accustomed to getting drilled and grilled. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And from what I'm hearing and what I'm understanding, it's more or less they want to be heard. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
So do you mean like as far as like their behavior?
Yeah, the behavior.
Definitely,
Man, you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Like it's a lot of lashing out. Like just today, I think we might have broke up 3 different fights.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was silly, crazy fights.
Do you feel like there's more females that are getting into it or more
the thing
males?
is, to be honest, it's a lot more females.
Really?
Yeah, like the guys, they do their thing too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But the female drama, you know what I'm saying, in the schools is like, man, it's.
Why do you think more females are getting into it in like high school? Do you think it has something to do with
social media?
It's definitely social media, and I feel like more the home life as well. Cause I'm from the West End,
Right.
so that's hey, you know. So the way I grew up, I know that I was very angry, and it really started to kick in when I was in middle school.
Right.
So I was like picking fights. Anything to start my peace. I could be tired and somebody would come up to me and it's like, well, why are you in my face? Just because I didn't get good sleep at home.
Right.
What do you think the families are lacking now?
I mean, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and I asked some of these kids, like, why are you so mad this morning? It's 8 o'clock. What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you can holler at me. And that's one thing that I've been able to do is tap into these youngins in a different way to where they're gravitating to what I'm talking about.
Right.
So, starting next week, I get my classroom. It went from a smaller situation to now a huge classroom.
Wow.
Where I'll be taking on these kids that are the cutters, the disruptors, and all of that. So I want to get to know each one of these kids on an individual basis, and not only that, be a resource for them.
Right.
BMG, we got our hands in a lot of stuff. We got
Right.
a lot of people connecting to a lot of things.
So what is BMG?
Brown McKenzie Group. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying?
How did this even come about?
Me and my partner Ethan McKenzie, we did music for the longest.
Right.
And we was actually on the brink of signing with Interscope. I lost, a lot of movement in my leg due to being shot. So it took me almost 2 years to learn.
I didn't know that.
Walking back again. So we took a pause on the music. By the time I got my legs back up under me, we took on trying to give back, and actually we started the car club scene here. Louisville, Mopar Muscle. You know what I'm saying? With all the charges and challenges groups that's in the city. Like, they come from me and my team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We moved on from that, used that to give back to the community with multiple different car clubs and things like that. We got into giving back. Then we start partnering with Home of the Innocents. It just spawned different, places to where we help, like Center for Women and Families, Wayside Christian Mission.
Wow.
Thanks for. We keep our hands tied into the city. We do. We started the West End Clean Up West Side Day.
Wow.
April 29th. I got the key to the city.
I got to do better because I feel like I don't even contribute.
Yeah.
to like just to my hood, you know. I want them people that like I want to stay far away from it. But I love the fact that you're like, no, I want to put back into my community.
We have to make sure we tap back in, man, because just like I said, me being around these kids now on a daily basis, you know, I have to keep in mind that okay, this youngin may only have my positive black man image
exactly
at any point of this day.
So I know dealing with children, well, teens, we don't want to call them kids, but your approach to male and female has to be a different approach, and then the age range as well. How would you are you able to explain like how was your approach to them?
I mean, I just tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I gave a couple of them the analogy the other day where you have to look at school as your job.
Yes.
You know, it's basically the same thing, and it's also preparation for life habits.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
If you are late to school, you're probably going to be late to work. If you don't want to go to school and you're just walking the hallways cutting,
you don't want to go to work.
Probably not going to do what you need to do at work, you know. So
that's just like house chores. I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, well, if you can't get up and make your bed, or if you can't get up and make sure your room is clean, when you leave my house, I know for sure you're not going to do it then.
You're not doing it then. So like I said, it all comes with, you know, making sure you understand where you are and what you need to do.
Yes.
And school is that teaching tool. And like I said, don't get me wrong. Like I was one of them.
Yeah.
That's why I can really relate. But
wow.
For me being able to come from where they came from, or they're coming from, and from where I came from, to be able to sit in city council meetings and say my piece about
that's a big deal. You know, and like, to have a familiar face,
like,
you know?
And I'm somebody that they can actually touch, and somebody who's just like gonna be real. Like I tell this little girl who's just walking around at the school, you know, just talking about this little boy cute, that little boy cute, but this little boy don't want to go to class, that little boy don't do this shit, you know
don't want to do nothing.
But expect that when y'all get out of high school, because when mom and daddy them start buying their little J's and they got to do their same thing, that's when the cycle begins.
That's true. You know that is very, very true. Wow. I want to get a little bit more into your history because you mentioned that you was shot before. If that's an emotional topic, what happened? How did you get into that situation?
Well, I was living a whole different kind of life back then.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ran with a whole bunch of different kind of folks, and I was in a situation where I was trying to make a little bit of money, and it was set up. You know what I'm saying? And I was shot. So left me for dead on the street. You know, someone scooped me up, helped me to the hospital, you know, and the rest was history from there. Like I said, you know, being seeing your legs spin around, you know what I'm saying, in circles do something to you. So, and I told myself once I got my legs back up under me the way I needed to get them back up under me, it was done.
So you're shot. You're laying there. Any thoughts going through your mind at that time?
I'm about to die in this street. 6 cars passed me by.
Wow.
You know, about 3 or 4 of them actually said something to me and pulled off. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I really thought like, okay, well, 6 people just said.
What do they say? Like, are you all right? You good?
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Yeah. And then that's it.
Yeah. Bro, go, bro.
And that's why men feel like there's nobody, like there's no safe place for them. Because even in that moment, it's like, I need somebody.
Yeah. And I'm looking at my vehicle right there. Yeah, I'm literally 6-7 feet away from my car.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And can't get there. Luckily, female who was actually, it was happening on the Derby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We was actually supposed to deal with Interscope that weekend, but we pushed it to the following week.
Right.
Because it was Derby. You know what
wow.
I'm saying? We had family coming up. Like I said, setup happened, that happened, and, you know, it actually, people, we talk about it, that's why I say it's not emotional for me.
Yeah.
It is actually the turning point where I recognize that my life needs to go in another direction.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And I asked God at that time if he put my legs under me.
Yeah.
You know,
this is what you wanted to do with it.
And I've been doing this. I've been fortunate enough to keep getting blessed by what I put my mind to. These ideas that come up in my head, I've been able to execute. You know
I love that for you.
Right people around me, you know
I love that for you.
Thank you.
How do you think we can start getting some of these young men off the streets?
Man, it's going to take us men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many of you females on the forefront of all the fights. You know
and that's hard.
Like all of these movements, all of these marches, a lot of times, you know what I mean, if you look in the audience, it's predominantly
It's mothers.
mothers and black,
Yes.
black women, you know what I'm saying? You have men that don't get me wrong, but if you look at it, y'all on the front lines like crazy, and the leaders of this is supposed to be us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And it's funny that you say that. You said the leaders are supposed to be us men.
Yeah.
I made a post on Instagram, and a lot of men, instead of like taking the time to really hear what I was trying to say, they was like targeting me and being in defense. So one of the posts, I made a comment. I said, this generation of men are extremely lazy. And they are. You know, you just said it. Yeah. That's mainly women at the front for it. You know, that's not what I meant by that in general, but I meant as far as household wise. They depend on us. If we don't have the credit, we have nowhere to stay. If we don't have the degrees, we don't have that good job, that good stability. A lot of men are moving into our homes. If they're not moving to our homes, they're moving back home with their parents. There's no men. I haven't met a lot of men that have good credit that can really hold the foundation of their homes. So I feel like there's a pie of creates a lot of arguments in the household, because it's like, I want something from you that you cannot give to me. Right. Not that you don't want to. You're not even. You just can't.
Right. You know, and the thing is, even with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of guys who's never like had to even deal with the credit growing. Like,
yeah.
So think about this. Okay, in our community, when you are 17,
yes,
you're on the brink of about to get out of the house. A lot of our people say, better than go get you a job.
Yeah.
Better get you a job. Other cultures say get you a career.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are not taught the credit situation, like, I'm not the best at it.
Right.
I'm working on it, but my lady is. You feel
right.
what I'm saying? But I don't mind making the money to do whatever we need to do to make sure we pay.
Make sure we're okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. As long as I handle whatever I need to handle, and we take care of whatever need to be taken care of, just let me know what's up.
Do you think a relationship is only strong based off of financial gains?
I feel like it's definitely important. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like a woman should stick around with a dude who has no ambition, who has no goals, no drive. And even with that, having goals and drive, you have to be really constantly trying to make some moves and make some efforts to do some things. And there has to be some kind of progress. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I know a bunch of guys that's still trying to rap from when I was doing the music, and they're still doing the exact same thing.
Same places. Yes.
You know, at some point you got to figure, okay, this ain't working. I got to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if that woman believes in that man the way she says she believes in that man, and he's actually showing that progress, she can see that if they say he's done this.
Yeah, I feel like that makes the difference too, being able to actually see that someone is, because we come from the same background. But my take on it is, if I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment. Me and my sister had a shared room. My mom slept on the couch. If I came from that and being a mother of 5 to this day, and I'm able to get up and do what I need to do, why is it that a man can't get up and do what they need to do? And then they take offense to it when you bring it up, like, hey, you're not doing enough. Not even just doing enough for me, but you're not even doing enough for yourself. Right. So why be in such defense? Right. A lot of men on the internet, they're Twitter fingers real quick. They're just like, oh no, women are the problem. And it's like, no, we all are the problem.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this is the joint. Yeah,
all of us.
The problem. Like my partner that I was telling you about, Ethan McKenzie, you know what I'm saying? He's a single father.
Yes.
He's raised 3 girls. You
know wow.
One of his girls is now off in college. The other one is now working, just graduated.
Wow.
He got another one that's headed to, I think she's a junior now.
Well, they're good.
So, there are men out here who are looking to make sure they take care of the households and things like that too. But again, it goes back to knowing who your partner is and what your partner really about. If you see your partner about that for real, stick that shit out.
Stick it out.
What I'm saying? Be real with that person, because like I said, at the end of the day, you don't want to sit back, male or female.
Yes.
Like, damn, I didn't believe
believe him, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shoot, like he was for real.
But that I'm a rapper shit,
Yeah.
but you ain't doing nothing. You ain't
Okay, at what age do you think people should put that rapper stuff on the back burner?
Man,
male or female?
Like the way the music is nowadays, who knows? Because your internet, you can
Yes,
just
that's
upload
true.
the song right now on that and don't nobody know who you are, what you look like.
But if it goes viral,
now here it is, you rich.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? See, I'm older. You know what I mean? So back in my day, you had to fill up the trunk. You had to go city to city. You had to go state to
That's
state.
true.
You know what I'm saying? You had to really put that grind in, put up posters and do all of that. You know what I mean? So nowadays, the average Joe can sit in front of this microphone, do whatever he do, upload it, and then just somehow go 70 million views later.
But you gotta have those bars, though. Gotta have the bars.
That's part of the reason too, that these kids is fucked up.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? The stuff that they put in their heads every day.
That's true. Okay, so let's get back into the music. Okay. Did you see that video that's going viral right now of the little girl singing? I don't know if it was like a birthday party, but she was singing Sexy Red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, that is... I didn't even have that type of music. Yeah. I couldn't even listen. Yeah.
Parents gotta do better.
They gotta do better.
We have to... Like the music companies and things like that, the radio stations and shit, they are programmed to play certain music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you really look at it, our music is the music that's being programmed to program us.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, for instance, not just music, television. Me and my lady was watching TV, and I noticed every single commercial that came on was the same 3 commercials back to back. One was about erectile dysfunction.
Wow.
One was about HIV pills.
Yep.
One was about gambling. You know what I'm saying? And we're watching, I can't remember what show, but it was an African-American show.
Yes. Oh, wow.
And I don't know what made me think to just switch the channel.
Yeah.
I think I switched to like Friends or something.
And the commercials are completely different.
The commercial was real estate. The commercial was life insurance.
I never paid attention to that.
Everything positive.
And maybe because like when I watch TV and commercials come across my screen, first thing I do is pick my phone up. And I just start scrolling. Then as soon as the show comes on, I'm like still deep diving in my phone, and I'm like, I can't put my phone down. I'm stuck.
Tripping out with that.
Wow.
Like, and then even with the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any other radio station that doesn't play rap music, their music is all going to be somehow somewhat uplifting, somehow with storytelling of triumphing.
Yeah.
Something. Ours is kill you, ops, freak off, be a freak. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, we fall victim so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. We're just easy targets.
Yeah.
And I understand that life is already hard for us. We got a lot taken from us, but that is so many centuries ago. It's like at some point we got to just be like, look, if all of us stick together, all we need is one good, strong group.
Oh my God.
That group can be 20 to 30 members.
Yeah.
We all support each other's businesses.
Right.
We all share each other's content.
Right.
We sit in these rooms and we have conversations about somebody might be good at the financial department. Right. We might have a realtor in the group. Right. We got to just add people into our circle that are different from us, but add value. Yeah. We don't do that. Right. Especially like as a content creator, a lot of creators don't like coming together in Louisville. Yeah. And it's real. Everybody's in competition.
But that's, now you know what? That's what makes BMG different from everybody else.
Right.
Because we don't want to be, we want to rock with you. What you saying? Like what you got cracking. We know what we can do.
Right. You know what can you bring to the table?
What outlets we can tap into and bring things to fruition. You know what I'm saying? But what can you do?
What can you do?
You know, like a lot of this city, we know this has a lot of gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying?
Real bad.
It's unfortunate situation because this city could be so much far ahead.
It really could.
So much talent here in every aspect of everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like there's so much history there. It's not even fun.
So you said that you was in a relationship. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask that question and then you just kind of slid it in there. Yeah. How long you been?
We've been going a couple years now.
Couple years? Marriage?
On the way.
Did you already propose?
Yeah,
congratulations.
That's how definitely.
Wow. I love a black man that don't mind getting on his knee and taking his queen. That is so beautiful. She deserves it. What do she do for you that makes you feel like a man?
Man, she really keeps me grounded in some ways that I truly can't explain.
Yeah.
And like when I met her, she jumped in 10 toes down with me on this.
Wow.
And I let her know all I want to do is handle this business and push this BNG thing to the moon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like I've dealt with the whole, being a horrible man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know what I mean? I just have no desire to backtrack.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm only about progression.
What made you realize you was ready for marriage?
When I realized that, one, the way I felt. Secondly, it's biblical that I can't shack up and be her king.
Yeah.
Unless that's what it is.
Yes, that's true.
Every morning I get up, whether she sleep or we woke, I pray over us.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? When I start doing that,
yes,
that's when I start really thinking, this to my leg, you know what I'm saying? When I was really fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a bad spot, you know what I'm saying? She picked me up.
That's good.
I try to make sure she understands that, like, no matter how much publicity I get, how much pub, I'm only focused on my business. I don't care how many models I deal with. Dealers After Dark at St. Matthews Mall. Now we're doing this. So I have more models, all this.
How do you set boundaries with models? You're very attractive. You're in this industry.
I just keep myself professional. You know what I mean? I feel like just on some old shit, I can get more out of you than doing it to you.
That's true.
We'll work better. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather keep that way over there.
Because it's a distraction anyway. Right. Your homies are single. You got a lot of single friends. He's like, I got a whole group for you. Go on over there. I love that.
But yeah, man, I just make sure everything that I do is professional. I get DMs from females. Hey, I can tell the temperature of the inbox.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's true too.
So it's on some, hey baby, what you doing?
You already know.
I'm gonna block you.
Yeah. There's so many messages I don't even open because it's like guys don't do that. Y'all send emojis. Yeah. I don't know what's up with the emojis instead of just using your words, but it's like, what am I supposed to say to that?
I'm not, I'm not in that headspace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm truly trying to put my blinders on for certain things, and those certain things were the things that had me live in a certain type of way that I
right. So what does your woman do for you to keep you focused when you feel like you're getting unfocused? If you're those days where you're just off your game.
You don't need to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. No, baby.
She did a finger too. Yeah, I love that.
I have to sit there and really evaluate, you know what I'm saying, my mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, even with, with that being said, with my situation,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I remember I was asked not to leave and not to go out that night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, you can't tell me shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you see somebody has your best interest, you know what I'm saying? You listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I'm going to run things my biz way, but when my woman does speak, I do listen.
That's true.
I do listen. I take certain things into consideration.
I love that.
Make sure, even with our interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure everything is on the up and up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why we chopped it up on the end, because at the end of the day, I do have somebody that I have to respect regardless of what image.
No matter what.
Simple image I put out here, no shirt on and any of that. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
It just is what it is at this point in my life.
Yes. You know and you keep saying at this point in your life, is it because they say that men mature a lot slower than we do? Do you think that's true?
Definitely do.
At what age did you actually start to mature?
To be honest, when I got shot, so it was in my, late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's when I got shot. Because like I said, I was still doing my thing out in the streets.
Yeah.
Still, hitting clubs and shit.
Yeah.
Still hanging out 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And that's because the people around you was probably still doing that too.
And the money will lead you to do certain things.
How did you go about picking? Are you with a new friend group, or did you all merge into a different lifestyle together as one whole?
No. This is something where the group where I put it.
You put this together, and you guys are just close.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You talking about as far as BMG?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Just just your friend circle. Because we was talking about like you going out and stuff. So usually we tend to follow the people that are around us.
We had me and E. We had many guys around. Like I said, we did the music, so of course around the entourages.
Right.
20, 30 deep.
So my question is, are you still with the same friend group, and you guys just okay? That was the question.
You know what I'm saying? And when me and him got together, we start putting together groups of people. We unified.
Yes.
Like we have in our messenger group, we have what's called our art team.
Right.
We didn't put some of the city's dopest artists, campus artists together in one group and art exhibits, but our model group.
I feel like I wish I had a picture on me because I wonder if that's your where they take like people's portfolio pictures and they just like recreate it. No, maybe it's not you. Because there's something that goes on in Louisville where they just take random people's pictures and they recreate their work and turn it into art. No, that's not. Okay.
I think this Charles Rice. Charles Rice has stuff like that where it be people's pictures and they put
Yeah. Okay.
He got a lot of stuff in Joe's palm room.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So what are your goals for the rest of this year? What's happening?
Oh my God.
I said, oh my God.
Okay. Next month, February 17th, we are hosting our third actual art exhibit.
Okay. I need to come and make sure I check it out. I was on your post and I'm like, if you need a house, let me come and house. And he was like, I need models too. I was like, I'm model. I do makeup. Hello.
Yeah, I know we'll have at least 4 to 5 different events throughout the year.
Yeah.
Nice events. So we definitely going to get some work in.
After you met me, I don't want to be expecting a little phone call.
I got you. I'm
in any department.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Energy. I'm big on energy. How you are with the camera.
Yes.
I watch a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I deal with a lot of people. So
I'm real good at navigating per person. Right. Like this interview was completely different. As you can see, I have not even touched my tablet. I probably asked one question from here. But like usually I can just pick off on somebody's energy and I can just go from there. So if you would have came in here real hyper, on my hyper side, you'd have been like, dang, that's my best friend. Yeah.
Like we just try to be consistent, chill, real.
Yeah.
Like we don't even call them parties no more.
Right.
Upscale gatherings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For our audience.
Yes.
We try to target it different, but
how do you even, for someone who is trying to start a business, right? It don't even really matter the race or anything, just a person in general. How do you target a completely different, because it's like we're black and everybody just assume all of our customers have to be black. And it's like, no, I want those others.
Appeal to all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with what we have with the fashion world, we could have just straight said, okay, we want to deal with just urban.
Yeah.
But we went to Dillard's.
Right.
So now we got Dillard's After Dark, which we'll have at this year. Like on what you were saying with February 17th, we got the art exhibit at Roots 101.
Okay.
We're looking to do the Day and Dine with Chef Rico, the dog with Chef Braylon.
Okay.
Masquerade Ball coming this year.
Wow.
Tomorrow morning, we actually have an interview with Dr. Patton at 7 a.m.
Wow.
We go to Bowman.
Is that one going to be live or is it just?
I think it is going to be live. I'll make sure.
Tag me or something. Let me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow at noon, we go out to Bowman Field Airport where we'll be hosting the first ever exotic car jet fashion show. You know what I'm saying?
That's tomorrow?
No, we going
to do the business end of it. Okay. I was about to say, 'cause you just made a post looking for it. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to show us the whole area.
Are you excited about it?
I mean, I like bringing new shit. And step
It's
in the mall,
different.
like deals after dark, being able to get the mall after hours when it's closed.
Yeah.
Put on a huge production, get some of the dopest models in the city in it.
And it looked really good.
Oh, man,
I think that's when I first started seeing like just you in general, because you was getting tagged a lot.
Yeah.
So then I went ahead and followed you. Then now you're coming down my timeline. So that's kind of how I found you. It was so many models just tagging you, and I was just like, I might have to make sure I don't miss out on this next time.
Man, and this one we talking about doing at the airport, runway at the runway.
Yes.
Incorporating private.
How did you come up with that name, Runway at the Runway?
Airplanes, runway.
I love that.
Fashion.
Is it gonna be outside?
Yeah, it's gonna be outside everywhere. We're putting a big, huge.
That's about to be so dope.
Putting a big, huge. I'm partnered with Red and Rave. We've been dealing with Red and Rave since 2016. So we're getting a huge tent that's gonna
Wow.
be a portion of the runway, the actual airplane runway. We got Lamborghini, Ferrari.
You think I think, because that's something that I would have.
Maserati.
Wow.
We also have Lowrider.
Where did this even, like, how did you even,
I just.
you have a creative
Yeah,
mind.
man, I think of like, and what be crazy though is like I'm up at 3:34, 4:30 sometime in the morning. Just,
Yeah.
whether it be posting, tagging.
I'm the
just
same
trying to
way.
think of something.
And it kind of exhausting sometimes because it's just like, God, why do I have so many ideas? I'll be like, I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning, no matter what. And sometimes I just lay there with my eyes closed, like, please just stay asleep. Please just stay asleep. I don't want to pull my tablet out. I don't want to take no notes. I don't want to think about nothing. Let me finish the 10 things I already started that ain't finished. Like, yeah.
And it does, man. You have to really nail yourself down. Like,
Yeah.
like in a way you do, but in a
Yes.
way I don't. Because like tomorrow, once we take care of the business aspect of it, I'm
Right.
already thinking of whatever else I want to do.
I'm the same
I
way.
want to know, okay, when I'm done with this, I'm going to do this next.
Right.
Yeah, so when I'm done with this, I don't have to sit back and waste time and think, okay. So
Do you feel like the process for you as far as being in the show industry, because that's basically what it is that you're doing, does it get easier?
yeah, it actually does. The more you do it, it gets easier. You know, when you first get in there, you get a lot of bumps, you get a lot of bruises because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right, right.
And it's easy to get discouraged when you get a few no's.
Yes.
But when you start figuring out, okay, let me tweak this, let me do that.
Right.
Let me change this, let me change that. Let
Exactly.
me sit this way, let me drink this way. You know what I'm saying?
When you go into these
When I go into a
settings.
certain setting. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So being able to correspond with somebody in a certain kind of way plays a part if they even want to be in business with you.
Have you ever thought to have an etiquette class?
Mhm.
Did you do one yet, or are you just a thought?
That's what I'm gonna have in Shawnee. Like when I go to
Okay, but for adults.
Yeah. Oh well.
For me, no.
Fly Society men's group. That's our men's group we have. We have multiple guys, whether it be business professionals or guys who are just trying to change what they do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I have men who's maybe 56 years old, and we provide them with their first suit and tie.
Wow.
Who's never had a suit and tie.
That's a big deal. And tying a tie. I don't know how to do it.
All of that. And also take them around to different locations that normally they wouldn't see.
Yes.
Like we partner a lot with folks over at Little Thoroughbred Society.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? LTS, a truly upscale spot in Louisville. that
Yes.
A lot of the who's go to privately owned. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I get to call and tell them I'm coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we can walk you in. We can
Yes.
walk you in, you know, and we let people see
That there's something
there's
different. That is one thing about my mother I deeply appreciate, because even though our living conditions was the way that it was, she made sure that we seen the world.
Yeah.
We took vacations. She didn't always have us in these ratchet negative sceneries that would just kind of soak you in. So I got a little bit of both. I got the little hood side and I got the professional side. And she went to college, she got her degree. I went to college and I got my degree. And now for my kids, I try not to take them around certain settings because I know it's toxic and it's very draining. Like, I don't even go back to where I came from because it's very draining. Like, even just passing by, I'm like, I feel like I'm suffocating. So I love that you take them away from that.
I mean, you know, we have to make sure we let them see something different. Like I said,
Yeah.
Class 100, what we're putting together over at Shawnee High School. When I say I'm gonna get to know you individually, like
Yes.
literally on my first day, it's gonna be a sign on the door that say respect. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because it starts there. That's the first thing.
That's true.
Coming through the door. Secondly, I could ask you in front of everybody what you want to be when you grow up. You
Yes.
probably don't say nothing. But if I say, here's your notepad, I need you to write
It down.
what you want to be. So if I got you and 7 other kids who are barbers who want to be
Yes.
barbers, I know plenty of master barbers.
Wow.
I'll bring them to the school. You want to do culinary arts? I have
somebody for you.
You know what I'm saying? That we can hit up.
I love that.
We have beauticians. You want to
Yeah.
do makeup? We got people who do makeup.
I know.
So whatever it is you
Send them to
do,
me. Send me the
you know,
ladies.
that's what I'm saying. Like I need.
I'll knock them out too.
Like,
'Cause they be all sassy, them teenage girls. I'll be like, I was a teenager before, so.
And that's what they need. Like they
Yep.
need to hear real stories, but
Yeah.
at the same time, be able to see that this is real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether it be music or whatever.
Yes.
We're gonna get you in the studio. You know what I mean?
That's
But
it.
there's certain ways you have to move around this school in order to
Yes.
even rock with me.
That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So they give you alternatives. Sit in ISAP all day.
I know.
Get suspended for a few days. You come back, gonna do the same thing.
Same thing.
You can either be in ISAP or you get suspended, or you can come to me.
Yeah.
Like some days we might watch a movie in there and then have question and answer.
Right.
What you get from that? What you take out?
Yep.
What part of that movie did you feel was positive?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you have to really get to understand what they taking in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even listening to music.
Do you have children?
Yeah, my oldest is, I got a grandson. My oldest is
What?
25.
Oh, wow.
My son's 21, my daughter's 3.
Okay. Oh, 3-year-old. Wow. That's a.
Yeah, my baby.
Dang. She's spoiled.
Oh, man.
I can tell just like that age gap.
Yeah.
You get, yes. And then you get to actually love on her too. Does her mother have like younger children or is she the youngest? That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, but I love kids. I have no problem with kids. I feel like being a kid, you have to be heard.
Yes.
I think people, really take the stay in the child's place, which is true.
It's true.
You don't speak, listen, not be spoke, whatever that is.
I feel like there's limits to that. Stay in a child's place, yes.
Yeah.
But when I'm speaking to you, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you have to give your children the opportunity to respond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because how else are they going to become adults that know how to communicate?
Yeah, and then and the more they hold it in, the more you're waiting for a ticking time.
Yes.
And that was part of my problem growing up as a child. Like,
Yes.
I felt like I didn't have certain outlets. My father was somewhere way else. My stepfather, he was in and out penitentiary.
Yeah.
Saying my mama, she worked second shift, third shift.
Same situation.
You know what I'm saying? The same type situations, So a lot of things, growing up that I had to deal with, that I wish I could have talked to an adult about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to deal with as an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get counseling and all type of stuff to try to deal with a lot of childhood trauma.
Yeah. That's really deep.
Yeah,
That's really deep. No, because I just feel like with the questions that I had, it's not suitable. It's definitely not suitable, but I might have to get you on it next time. But we do have to wrap it up. And I had an amazing conversation with you, and I just want to thank you so much. I would love to have you back because I need to have you on my Naughty Tuesday series. Even though we said Naughty Tuesdays, I'm not going to post it on my Naughty Tuesdays. I'm going to do a regular upload because I feel like it's more suitable for the conversation that we had. Right. So I'm going to have to bring you back.
That's cool.
And when you come back, you better be ready.
That's cool, man.
He like, that's cool, y'all. He don't even know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, bye. Bye, guys.